So this is the Beast X Mini from WLmouse. For this only being their second release, they have done some pretty impressive stuff with this mouse and the larger counterpart. Let's first start off with what you actually get in the box, as the unboxing experience is quite premium. Inside the box, of course, you get the mouse along with the 4K dongle. You also get the USB-C cable that is quite flexible if you ever have to use the mouse while it is plugged in. Inside the box, you also find two sets of skates, a pair of glass skates and a pair of full-size PTFE skates. They also include a pair of grip tape that feels very similar to X-Ray Pad Cicada grips or Pulsar Super grips. They also include a bag for the mouse in case you're taking the mouse to LAN events and just want some more protection for the mouse. And finally, they throw in some stickers and a user manual. The mouse is made of magnesium and only comes in at 34 grams. The quality is pretty good all around the mouse, no issues with creaking or rattling at all, which you would expect from a magnesium mouse. There are some weak points on the mouse that do tend to bend a bit and could snap if you are really pressing on those points. The main switches in the Beast X Mini are the blue shell pink dots from Huano, so it's not using optical arm-ons like the larger Beast X was using, but they still feel really good. They are still really light and tactile, and I have no complaints at all when it comes to the main clicks of the mouse. The side buttons are also great, really light and spammable, and once again had no real issues when it comes to those. The scroll wheel I didn't enjoy that much, as a heavy scroll and each step on the scroll wheel feels mushy and not that premium. The scroll wheel click is also very light, which led to accidental clicks while scrolling, so if you are someone that highly relies on using the scroll wheel in games, this might be a deal breaker for you. The stock skates that come with the mouse are decent. On firmer pads I had no issues at all with them, but on softer pads I can see issues happening as they are not that rounded at all. The mouse has pretty much no coating at all, so it's going to be a very slippery experience when using the mouse. I didn't really have any issues as the holes on the side of the mouse gave me some type of grip. Inside the mouse you'll find a Pixart 3395 for the sensor and a Nordic NRF 52840 for the MCU, which does allow the mouse to go all the way up to 4000 Hz, with 8000 Hz coming someday. And those higher polling rates are available right out of the box with the included dongle, which yes, is in the shape of a cat. So yes, the Rubik's Cube dongle that we saw of the Beast X is now gone. In game I had no issues when it comes to performance at all. The mouse felt snappy at all times. At 4000 Hz the mouse lasted about 2 days max, which is not great to see at all, but that is a trade-off you have to make with these lighter weight mice. At 1000 Hz I predicted can last around 4 to 5 days, but most of my testing was done at the 4000 Hz polling rate. In hand, the Beast X Mini stays true to its name. It's a very small mouse I can only really recommend for fingertip grip. The mouse is very comparable to mice like the Final Mouse Cheetah or the Viper Mini, which sadly I do not own, so hopefully these graphs can help out a little bit. The mouse is very low profile and quite flat on the sides, making for an excellent mouse for fingertip grip. Even with 16.5 by 9cm hands, I had a really hard time finding a grip that was comfortable for me, but your mileage may vary. In game, the mouse feels less like a mouse but more like a pencil or a pointing device. The shape of the mouse makes for a very fun mouse that is pretty good in tracking based games, but I felt like I lost a lot of stability while using the mouse. The mouse is also very front heavy, making the mouse feel heavier than it actually is. I usually use a claw grip and that was pretty much impossible on this mouse, so if you are looking at this mouse for primarily claw grip, I would just pick up the larger Beast X, as I had a way better experience of that when it comes to the shape. The software for this mouse is nothing impressive, it just gets the job done and that's pretty much it. On the main page you have all the important settings, such as setting the polling rate and the DPI, as well as the debounce time, sleep time, and the lift-off distance. You also have some switches to enable angle snapping, motion sync, ripple control, and the high-speed mode, which I would just leave off personally. Next two pages allow you to change the functions of the clicks on the mouse and to set up macros. And then finally, the most important part of the software, the ability to change the color of the eyes on the cat dongle. If I was someone that was primarily using a fingertip grip, I would absolutely love and main this mouse. But unfortunately, as someone that uses a claw grip, it's pretty much impossible for me to use this mouse. But if you are someone that loves smaller mice and use a fingertip grip, this mouse is probably perfect for you. Everything about the mouse screams quality, from the actual quality of the shell of the mouse to the actual physical performance of the mouse. Would love to see WLmouse come out with an even larger version of the Beast X, as I do think a lot of people will enjoy that way more. But for now, I don't think you can go wrong with the Beast X Mini or its larger counterpart, so good job WLmouse, as you are someone that is kind of doing things differently in this space.